County. This is Councilman Brett Sanders recapping January the 20th County Council meeting. Tonight, third reading, we adopted our Part 1 of our comprehensive plan, and it got into population, housing, investment, priority investment, land use, community facilities, and this plan was actually worked on by our county employees and then an outside firm called CodeWright. And we had meetings across the county and had public input. CodeWright had them as well. And Ms. Wilson stated tonight, and I agree with her, and I think Mr. Sullivan said one time, hey, it's a boring read, but there's some good stuff in there. And I think she said it's probably one of the best ones she's seen, and I agree with her. I think CodeWright and our employees really stepped up on this comprehensive plan, and you can see as you look back in some of the past ordinances that we're implementing now, those are ordinances that will help solidify the comprehensive plan. So I'm looking forward to seeing, especially on the housing side and your tract homes and things of that nature, you're going to see a lot better product with a lot tighter ordinances in place as far as lot size, number of houses, mass grading. So a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be a lot more stuff to come in the future.
And that's required by state law. That's not.
That's required by state law. Yeah. That's required by state law. I think it's every 10 years.
Every 10 years.
Yep, every 10 years it has to be done, and we were fortunate enough to be a part of it this year. We had implemented our intensity standards on traffic and impact requirements that we added to our ordinance on. It's going to include for conditions for developments to be approved and other matters in that nature. It's going to include road capacity, who the road services, how the road service, the conditions of the roads. It'll put limits on the roads. I know our roads are classified now. I think this is going to increase the levels that you see and increase what needs to be done prior to something happening. So that was under Mr. Jonathan Fox over our road and bridges, and I'm a sharp young man, and I really think he's done a good job on it and put a lot of effort, time, and work into it. And also tonight we had a lot of things pulled, just minor stuff on a zoning change that had the wrong acres down that they were going to have to recorrect, but Councilman Jimmy Davis had came up with, and it passed tonight on second reading, is unzoned areas with sewer, putting in minimum lot requirements. And I've said it 1,000 times, an unzoned area with sewer is a problem waiting to happen. And I think the minimum lot size now is 14,500 square foot for a single dwelling. In a twin dwelling, it would still fit under the 14,000 or 72,500 per square foot lot size. So glad to see that passed. Also tonight we're looking at, or passed on first reading, the possibility of bonding our accommodations tax. And what that is going to do, we have and I don't know if these projects are out there or not yet, but I'll wait. We're actually going to have a finance committee meeting Friday, get everything in order so that we can present it better and find out the exact monies that we have coming in. But I think it was roughly a $13.7 million bond, and I think we've had $4.2 million already committed from grants, private sector. So, and what this does, and I told someone that accommodations tax, that's heads and beds. It's not paid by the Anderson County citizens unless you stay in a hotel or a VRBO here. But that money is used and required to be used to generate tourism. And I do know we have a major announcement coming up that, but what we're planning on doing is using some of those funds, and I equate it to someone. I'm not, say you have, to simplify, you've got a good job, you make good money, but you've been on your job, you can't afford to go and buy a house. But when you borrow money, you still have your job income coming in. You're able to buy a house, and you're able to participate in the house's appreciation versus saving all your life and finally having the money. And that's kind of the way the accommodations tax is. It comes in. It's a decent amount, but with all the little projects and things that people are grabbing and reaching for, you can't really accomplish anything. I mean, it's always some little small project, but I think
When you need something big like out at Green Pine.
something big at Green Pond, something big at the amphitheater. I mean, there is, and we've had a lot of discussions on the amphitheater and some big time commitments that are willing to sign up now, but they have certain things that they want to see, and we actually had one of those companies is one that's already pledged $500,000 a year, and I think it was to allow them to have 10 concerts out there. Well, all that's in place. People staying in hotels. That money's regenerating, building back up again, or it's paying. You still have money for the projects, your normal projects that come up. So I think it's going to be exciting, and we'll get through all the little questions and little small details Friday, and hopefully this thing will move through, and we'll see a lot of improvements on some of our parks, the amphitheater, maybe some stuff at Green Pond, maybe some. So it's just it's an exciting time right now, and the thing is, you just have to. It's really just, I don't know, basic finance. I mean, you can leverage, and that's basically what it is, leveraging. And by doing the leverage and creating more opportunities for people, you're increasing the income that comes in. And again, that income coming in is from out of county, out of state people coming in here, and it's not like a project that you have to use local taxpayer money or raise taxes to actually get something done or accomplished. And that's one of my number one goals is to keep those taxes down. And thank God we hadn't had a tax increase in 7, 8, 9 years. No, 16 years. 16 years.
Had one, but you took it off the next
We
year.
had one, and I think I come on right after that on finance committee, and then we found out how we could do it, and we gave it back the next year. But I think that's a net zero. But I think there hasn't been a tax increase in over 16 years in Anderson County. And you look around, and as the population increases and more people are finding out about Anderson, but when you look around, man, there's a lot going on here, and a lot of things happening, a lot of things getting refurbished, and it's happening without a tax increase. Especially look at the number of sheriff's deputies we have now. Look at the increase. We budgeted an increase the sheriff's pay, but to get them competitive with Greenville County and other counties to keep retention. We got a great sheriff and a great team out there. So, and it's not only just the sheriff's department. It falls into your county employees, your solid waste employees, your roads and bridges employees, and it's always it's hard to find qualified people that could go and work somewhere else and make more money. But I think you see the people that we have here in Anderson County and that works for Anderson County, they love Anderson County. And I love Anderson County. I was born and raised here. You could say, I'll give you X amount and you move to Atlanta. I'm like, that's not happening. I'll stay where I'm going to move to Atlanta for $1 million a month. But that's just me. But I love it here. I like the people here, and I hope we can continue to move forward this coming year.